Well, hello there, and welcome to my very first Scamster blog. Isn't that exciting? I thought, seeing as the country's calling me a scamster, seeing as I've been on the Devi Show, seeing as I had the Sunday Times article in April 2018, and just in case you're wondering, it's not like the Devi Show is anything new. All the material was from pre-2018. Anyway, that aside, I thought as media people, you need to be aware of the things that could happen to you in the media because it's so high profile what you're doing. For example, I was sued by Winnie Mandela. I did an editorial, a forward in one of the magazines many years ago where I spoke about it was in the 90s, so it was a Simpson killing a Simpson, Rwandan genocide, and Winnie the Pooh becoming the uncultured Winnie the Pooh becoming the Minister of Culture. So Winnie Mandela took me to court, and they lost, but you're going to get a lot of shit. So I thought I'd do something called the Scamster blog, just to prepare you as a media owner in case you come across that. And the first blog, which is this one, is about stupidity. You're going to get a lot of it. So the stupidity issue is this. First of all, there are two kinds of stupidity that you're going to experience. The first is the stupidity of people that you work with, clients, etc., who take the facts of the blog and of the scam, or the so-called, the alleged scam, let me rather say, and they don't think past their noses. They just believe whatever they're seeing or reading. Case in point, I have a photographer, Gian Geyser, who is no longer my photographer because he believes I'm the biggest scamster on the planet. I had a makeup artist, for example, Jenna Kabrowski, or Jenna Wenzel now. I think she just got married. Exactly the same thing. And they are so stupid that they believe that I'm a scamster and I use them as part of my scam, but without thinking, well, wait a minute. So a client pays you money. After they've paid you money, Mr. Lance Watmore, you then go and go to all the trouble of organizing a shoot, etc. So, it's just illogical. It's just stupid. Why would I've got to be the stupidest scamster on the planet. Why would I go to all the trouble and expense of doing a shoot and paying photographers, paying makeup artists, etc. after the fact? So I've already received the money. If I was a real scamster, I'd be on a beach somewhere, maybe Tahiti, drinking a long drink and sending postcards to everyone. But why would a scamster do that? Why would they take money from clients for supposed advertising and then go and organize after that a full-on shoot with makeup artists, all the expense, everything? And then after that, do layout and design, do story, spend hours and hours and hours working on this. Why would a scamster do that? So the stupidity of the photographer, the stupidity of the makeup artist, to look at that and go, oh yeah, no, he's a scamster, just because they heard it somewhere, is just ludicrous. There's another thing on one of these Facebook anti-Lance. Lance is the greatest monster on earth pages. They talk about how me and my wife went up to a guest house in White River, I think it's called Lavender, and did a shoot and etc. And we literally common thieves because we stole a night there. So first of all, by the way, there's always going to be nonsense with the postings about you. Like they talk about drinking a lot, and when we didn't drink anything. But just for that, for example, and the lady from Lavender, I can't remember, I think her name's Maxine, she's so stupid that she just goes, yes, no, this happened, it was terrible, I was taken for a ride. Meanwhile, we drove all the way up there. Natasha was pregnant, she wasn't feeling well, I had to convince her to go up. We'd already received the money. We went up there, we did a full shoot. We stayed only one night. They didn't even give us dinner. We exhausted, woke up early the next morning, finished the shoot, and drove back to Joburg. All because the client had said, no, I need to do the shoot, and given her all the photos, and etc., etc. So where's the scam in that? But people are stupid. That's the objective of this first Scamster blog. People are stupid. They don't connect the dots. So that's the first form of stupidity. The second form of stupidity, and just as bad, is all the people not in the know who come aboard, for example, Facebook groups, etc., to lament what a scamster you are, etc. Don't bother to ask, well, what is the actual scam? And that's stupidity. What is the actual scam? They don't research past their noses, They it's just stupidity. They just talk about you being a monster, being a terrible person, being this, being that, but they haven't asked, how is your scam actually working? And that to me is the height of stupidity. Anyway, so this Scamster blog goes out to all those stupid people out there. Happy publishing.